What's up? Made it to Christmas. Another year. Yeah, as we go through the blue tube of whatever here. Hopefully everybody and anybody who ever sees this, nobody watches this stuff. Like literally 0 people watch this, but I don't know why I do it. But anyways, it's been a couple weeks, Last week, I was on here this weekend, obviously, but I didn't really do any business this week either. I've sold one machine, just as the appliance updates, as this has turned into an appliance podcast or my appliance saga and my business, So basically, I just get on here to vent, play video games. So so I sold one machine. It was like a pretty good, easy sell. Like it was like his machines were in his garage, which is nice because it's like you just roll up and dolly the thing. There's no stairs. There's tons of room to like install it. It's quick, easy swap out. I got a GE from him that it looks like it has bad bearings because their clothes are getting stuck in the thing. So that was pretty good. And that machine too, it's like I had sold this guy an LG dryer and I got his from him. Look at that thing. Is that a 10-cylinder? It's a V10. What do we got? We got 2 intakes. We got a dual carb setup? Is that what that is? We got 2 intake filters. I don't know. Anyways, we got separated intake runners, or whatever you call that. Is that a plenum? Wonder if this thing's gas or diesel. Video games have come a long way with their graphics, because it's just such a throwaway thing. You know what I mean? And like maybe it's not totally accurate or whatever, but maybe it is. I don't know. Like your intake probably wouldn't look like that. It probably wouldn't even it might not go in there. It might though. I guess it would, right? Would the look, they have rocker arms on there, valve springs. You know what I mean? You got rocker arms. Not sure how good they would work there with nothing attached right in this area. You know what I mean? Like, where's the fulcrum at? What are they pivoting off of? But oh no, there is. Look, there's a fulcrum on this one. I just can't see it on that one. Oh, look, they even have a fulcrum. See that? They got that attached to that. They got a bolt through there. So this thing, pivots on that. Now, the one thing is look, they're all at the same state. This is, I guess, the one thing that I could say is that some of them should be up and some of them should be down. I would think anyways. Fires all 10 cylinders at once. Anyways, intake and exhaust. Just open all the valves. It's more power. Alright, what are we doing? So yeah, I sold the machine. Just swap out real quick yesterday, which is good. Oh yeah, and today's Christmas. Christmas stream. But I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how long I'm going to play this game. I edited 3 videos yesterday. And I'm like really, it's not fun editing these videos. I don't know what to do about that, because like I don't want to quit this time. You know what I mean? Like I might, obviously at some point I'm going to have to chill out on my pace, but that won't be for a while. Oh, this thing's still here too. Even though I was worried that these things would disappear now that I got the guy. But anyways, so or I need to hire an editor, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna teach my kid how to edit. How come I can't go down? I'm gonna teach him how to edit and and pay him, extra allowance. Now he's not gonna get what he thinks he's gonna get. We were talking about it yesterday, and the dude thinks he's gonna get like $100 a video. I'm like, I don't make $100 a video. How am I gonna pay you $100 a video? That would be great if I made enough that I could pay him $100 a video. So that means that I would be making like, I don't know, $500 a video or something. Pay him $100. That would be sweet. But that's not gonna happen, or not right. That's not happening right now. So I might be able to pay him like $5 a video or a couple dollars a video. I gotta work something out with him, so then I can stop editing. But he'll have to learn how to edit really good, which would probably be a good thing to teach him anyways. I don't even know how to edit that well, and he could do it. He could probably do a better job than me anyways. Really, I mean, once he learns, it's like he learns how to use the software and stuff. Because, yeah. And then he has time, right? That's the other thing is, I don't really have time, but, he could catch me up. And then, as fast as I could shoot him, he could be editing. I could be plopping these things out on the internet, instead of just having to always do some sort of schedule or something. I mean, I don't know if I have that type of viewership. It's going to be, I think some people will come back and rewatch the next video and the next video, you know what I mean? Like, I'm doing it. I'm watching some other creators' channels that just fix appliances. Even if I've already I've done a bunch of them, you never know what you're going to learn from somebody. You can always learn something new. There's some little trick that some other person has that I don't have, and they're going to show it in their video, and then it's going to make my life easier forever, right? When I first started posting these videos last year, there was this creator, and it just makes me wish I would have kept going, because he had like 500 subs, and I had about 300 on my other account, right? And basically he kept going, and now he's I think he just broke 10,000. If I just would have kept going, because I was seeing steady growth. It's the most growth I've ever seen on any YouTube attempt that I've ever had. What is this?
The season's greetings to you and yours. And
delivered
there's
gift.
Cool lube. Oh,
Guess we should finish this one.
Maybe I should have scanned these packages first. But yeah, I guess everybody could use more lube, right?
War on Mercenary Day. Let's finish this Christmas one, I guess. Which is what? Do we have another one, or? Okay, so I am on this one. Okay, deliver gift. 1,000 meters that way. Might as well drive this thing, I guess. Yeah, so I mean, hopefully this week the appliances will pick back up now that everybody's done with Christmas. I remember in years past it always does get way slow this time of year, just because I think everybody's spending their money on that and not on their appliance problems. Which is alright, because it's good for me to take a break too. And I mean, although I didn't take a break, all I did was fix all the machines that I have in my storage. And I think I just really need to get them fixed. I only have a few more in there that I think need to be fixed. I've got a lot that are ready right now, but I just need to get it done, and then I need to get the blazer fixed and going, and then I need to get a shed, right? Because the situation I'm in right now is not good. With how this is all going, and I don't know. I'm kind of debating on. I got my car running pretty good, and I think it's gonna go another year at least. And so I'm debating on just buying the shed first, and then that would establish, the business more so. Another thing that I might look into is just getting a storage unit, and I mean, because that might establish the business a little easier too. Because it's like right now, I don't want to bring all these random people to my house. You know, what is that? So when I do my business, I like meet in parking lots. Well, sometimes I lose business because of that. People don't want to meet in parking lots, and they think it's shady. Maybe it is, I don't know, but I just really don't want all these people knowing where I live. I just like, people are weird. Most people are not weird, but for the ones that are, like, it's just weird enough that I just don't want to do it. Like, I've had some like crazy crackheads show up for stuff that I'm just like, it's not even worth it, Is it snowing? Was it snowing before? Did they just add this? Anyways, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want to, yeah. So if I got a storage unit, then like one that the public can visit, then I could just have, depending on how much it is a month. I mean, if it's too expensive, then I can't afford it, but and obviously that eats into the profit too. But if it's, easier to get customers, then that's really the goal. I need to go around and gather up a bunch of customers and then have repeat customers, right? So how do I get up there? Can I go inside? Can't go inside. So that's kind of my goal now. Get customers. Like, yeah, fix machines, but really I need to get customers. Deliver gift. Alright. Got up here.
I want to see the look of surprise on his face when he opens this one. Quick, let's watch. Move away from the shack. We don't want him to see you.
This feels kind of good. Maybe this mercenary day thing can be death-free after all.
Why is this ticking?
Why did I have to say it?
What? But what about the other two gifts?
Hey, Rush, this new U-station is vibrating.
This lube is primo, man. It tingles a little, but otherwise no problems here.
Greetings, blasphemers! You have just felt the heavy, moisturized hand of I, Ignatius Screw of the Kairos Ministry of Culture! Damn it! The Merc Day pack was a trap. This screw guy's way of destroying any joy left on Kairos. I wanna... No. Focus. I'm tracking his signal. Go give him the only gift he deserves.
So yeah, I've got I don't have that many more machines to fix. I've only got a few to go to the recycler. So, but I just have to store them, I guess. So I need a shed or a storage unit or something. get them out of the way, because the problem right now is that they're just everywhere, you know. And it's against the city's like ordinance to like put them outside on my driveway. I think if they don't work, I think it specifically says broken appliances. So if they work, then you can store them on your driveway. I don't know how they would. Oh, I turned the wrong way. I don't know how they are gonna like prove that they do or don't. I mean, it's like some of them are obvious, but I could just move the ones that work out there. You know what I mean? And then I would technically be in compliance. So there really isn't. It's not like, you know, there's really anything they can actually do, because, like I said, it's, you know, I'm not that really, and there's only like 4 that are out. I mean, outside the garage. I mean, I basically have a walkway in the garage that hold about 5 or 6, and I just move those out when I work. So I take those and move them out, and then I work, and then I put them back in when I'm done at the end of the day. Which isn't a big deal. It takes like 5 minutes to move that, you know, just dolling them out of there or whatever. But so, why is it saying to turn around? Look at this. What is this? Claim solo unlock fast travel. Which I think I tried to do that before, but I couldn't get up there. It's weird. It's like, go do this thing. I'm like, I don't know. For some reason I can't go do that thing. Okay. Ministry of Culture. Alright. Apparently we're going over here now.
You, dear Vault Hunter, have been found guilty of cultural crime. No holidays are to be celebrated on Cairo save for those dedicated to Daddy's worship. This mercenary day gibberish is blasphemy. Daddy says you must perish, and what Daddy wants, Daddy gets. All Crimson Resistance scum will feel my wrath, for I am Daddy's fist.
Daddy? We need to make cut back.
I did forget to check my inventory. Oh, and of course it's like almost full too. So that sucks. I guess I could always fast travel out and fast travel back in. I have 50 and I need 235 for the last upgrade there. But yeah, I want to get some sort of shed, because really that would be the best if I could just put a shed on the side of my yard, and it would be useful for other stuff when I eventually get a shop. It's like I eventually want to get a shop that I can rent or buy or whatever, that or maybe if I could move to a bigger house with like a shop on the property, that would be alright too. Because I need a car lift, to be able to lift cars up in the air to fix them. If I had a car lift, it'd make fixing the Blazer a whole lot easier than what it is. There's I think I'm gonna have to pull the transmission probably. It's just really difficult. Getting those top bell housing bolts can be a real pain. I think it's worse on the Suburban though, because it doesn't exactly go all the way to the. I don't think that we have the top bolt on the Blazer. I think it only goes to the top like sort of the side top ones that aren't too bad to get or whatever. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just fill up my inventory and then maybe
Looks
go
like
cruise
Screw has set
around.
up some propaganda towers. Feel free to take those down, outbounder.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll go fast travel out and fast travel back in anyways. Destroy the antennas.
Nobody loves you. Everyone on this planet is a nerd, except for me and Daddy. You can't even say Merry Mercenary Day anymore. Under no circumstances should you spread Mercenary Day chill. It is to be hoarded and...
Yeah, I think I'm gonna fast travel out of here and go dump my inventory and come back.
But that doesn't mean
So yeah, hopefully Christmas goes all right. Today, get that done, and it's a big load off. But really, next has got to be a shed, get the blazer fixed. You know, some other little things for the business, like other social media. Get like Facebook, Instagram, all that kind of stuff going and up and running for advertising purposes. You know, the YouTube's growing, which that has the potential to be an income eventually, which would be nice. You know, and maybe even for that, getting the microphones. Anyways, I don't know if because I just wear a camera, but you know, I'm not sure if it's. Does that say tires? Is this like there's tires. I don't think I've ever been in here before. Interesting. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, because if I just get a big shed and put it on the side of my house, there's lots of, you know.
I've never seen these things have...
Nature is so majestic.
These things keep howling during my broadcasts, ruining
There's a
the
lot
vibe.
better chance that I'll actually succeed that way, and I won't quit again. Because, you know, part of the problem is that I need my garage to work on my stuff, like to work on my four-wheelers and cars, and, you know, when they break, it's like, it's not like I can just, you know, if the winter comes and I can't fix my stuff in the yard, like I really, you know, it doesn't work. I have like my driveway has a hill. So, and I don't like to, you know, the thought of like, well, I like to have the garage because then if like it takes me multiple days to fix a thing, I can just leave the tools on the floor, you know, or wherever I'm working, and I don't have to like, you know, because I wear a lot of hats, and so it's nice to be able to just spend an hour on something and then come back to it the next day and the next day and so forth. So, let's see. I want to go to this, and I want to go by type. And let's see what we have here for our stuff. So we got some snipers, which we're not going to do. The SMG is 433 on the equipped. Which, this one. Fires gyro jets that explode on impact. Ripper SMG. Guess we could try it and see, because it's the one we have is 481 or 433. Um, yeah, we could try it, but let's favorite this one just so that, because I don't want to, I think I do like that one. Oh man. Okay, it stayed by type this time. Okay, shotgun, we got 467. So we didn't get better than that. Got the biggest one is 409 on this. So we did get better on this. Let's try this instead of that one. And see what it's like. I gotta shoot these guns. Oh, this one's better. 569. It says charges before full auto firing though. Maybe I need to learn how to use that because it seems like the best guns have that. But you know, it might just be that that's the trade-off, right? It's like even though they have that or whatever. Is it time to get a better shield? I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it's time to get rid of that little dinky shield. You know what I mean? Get a 14, 15. When energy shields are full, shots drain 28% of those shields for 100% gun damage. All right. Yeah, sell all these. I don't know. I might keep this one just for the fun of it anyways, but yeah, it's like I need to have my own space to do appliances that's out of, that's out of the way. It's like I can't just, I have to have that garage. Like I can work on stuff in there, but, it's like I need to have, I can work on appliances in there. That's fine, but I do need to, have a space for cars, to work on cars. And it's like even the Blazer, I'm never going to fix it in the state that the garage is in right now. There's no room. And I can't move the appliances out. Like I've gotten warnings in the past about those appliances being in the yard. Never gotten a ticket or anything like that, so I'm not totally worried, but yeah. Okay, so what do we have for these? What do I have equipped on this? So an enhancement, I have that. So I don't know if I'm going to get a better enhancement than that. I don't like these ones that are like, well, this gun does that and that gun, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it would be good if you just only use one gun or whatever. So we're probably good there. Okay, class mod. So that's the one that I have, so it's like kind of the badass for your pets or whatever. Yeah, so those aren't, so we can sell most of that stuff, it looks like.
We sell them in pints round here.
So, I think I'm just gonna keep that anyways. So let's see.
Just scratch the serial number, but sure what'll do. That'll keep the wait. Fuck! You're taking all me money. Wait. That'll keep the sucker. What? Sucker. What? Oh, suck. Not sure what'll do. Not sure. You drop. Just suck. You drop. If that'll keep the wait. Oh, Levine's gonna love this. To think I almost forgotten.
All right. Let's see how this gun is. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I like it. I hate the delay on that. So let's not do that. Let's put this back in. Okay, what about that pistol? Or was that the pistol? Oh, that was the pistol. So we need to check the, we still need to check this SMG then. not bad, but what happened to my shield down there? So the first bit of my shield turns into damage. When energy shields are full, shots drain 28% of those shields for plus 100% gun damage. Okay, so I lose some shield, but my first shot is plus 100% gun damage. So this turns this into 1,000 DPS. And let's just go try it. I wonder, I saved my other shield, I'm pretty sure, right? Let's make sure. Yeah, I still have it. So let's mark this one as a favorite. Here. Yeah, so. Yeah. Okay, so now if I go to the map and I go clear over here to the Ministry of Culture and push X, and I go in, and now I can fast travel back. Nice. But yeah, this week, basically after today, I'll go back on the diet. I'm going to lock down all of my finances. So from now on, I'm only buying very, very necessary stuff. And it's just going to be a race. I'm just going to be racing as fast as I can to do 2 goals. Well, 3 goals. Raise my bank account to a certain amount, fix that blazer, and get a shed. Those are going to be the 3 goals. The shed's got to be big enough to store a whole bunch of appliances and possibly work in. I think what I can do, though, is I can have one side of my garage all cleaned out and have a vehicle in there being worked on. And then I just have 2 or 3 appliances on the other side that I'm working on at a time. And, you know, the way the shed will be, I'll be able to move the appliances back and forth from the shed to the garage one at a time as I work on them, fix them up, get them ready to go, put them in the shed until they sell, then move them from the shed to the customer, you know what I mean, and then repeat. So it would be nice to have, like, you know, some way to put like 2 rows, you know, of them down the shed, so that I could have fixed ones on one side and ones that needed to be fixed on the other side or something like that. But, you know, it is what it is. But if I just had a shed, I could run the thing out of there. If I could just get customers to let me come fix theirs, that would be the most ideal. But it's just really hard to do that because they just don't want to all the time. You know, they just want to do it their way. And I'm like, well, why can't we just do it my way? And, you know, I'll just come fix your machine that's sitting right there, and it'll be cheaper for you. Like, it's actually more expensive for them to buy the machine from me than to me just going in and work on theirs, because that's what I want to do. I want to just fix theirs, so I'm offering deals for that, and they just still don't do it. So, whatever. But, you know, it is what it is. I just gotta keep going and gather up all these customers, gather up all these subscribers. This is the way that I'm thinking about it. I'm just gathering people in the world to, you know, come help me achieve my goals, basically. You know, and I'm going to help them in other ways, like help them with their appliances. You know, and they're going to help me get a shed and fix my blazer. Right, so that's what we're doing. That's what it is. I'm gonna go find some snacks though, because today is the last day that I don't have to eat right. Because after today, it's buckling down. You know, keto, low carb. Just gonna eat protein. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna really like worry about like really, you know, it's just gonna be simple, just protein and you know, no sugar. Just cut the sugar out. Like we are all addicted to this poison, you know, and it's not good for a lot of us. So I wonder if you're supposed to shoot the thing while you're up there. Maybe I'll try to cruise off the side and shoot it. Alright, I guess that's not what I had in mind, but whatever. Okay, unveil antenna battery now. So where's that at? Do I have to go back up there now? Or what? Or do I shoot this side now? Yeah, so, you know, I mean, it is what it is. It's not that I really need to lose weight, but I know, like, eating the way that I eat is not good. And, you know, there's some evidence out there that sugar and this sort of stuff, and this isn't medical advice, YouTube, or any advice, but it's evidence that the sugar is causing a lot of the issues that we have medically. So, you know, is sugar.
I feel my headache receding already. Keep popping those propaganda towers.
Is sugar, you know, causing our inflammation and our, yeah, it's just not good for us. I mean, really, it's like we all know it. You know, and then you're like, half of you is like, well, I just don't want to live my life. You know? But we gotta stop. I don't know. I got kids. I gotta like try to live as long as I can to support my kids as much as possible, because it's just not, life is not easy or good all the time, you know, and they need help. Okay, enter propaganda.
There's the power conduit. Maybe you can take it offline.
Echo 4, you're up.
Hack door. Hack the door over here. Get to hacking.
Suck it! Double locked! Damn, this guy's crafty. Hacking the power conduit only doubled security on the door. Psych! I won't give you the satisfaction of meeting me face to face. Destroy the Vault Hunter!
What a dick! Let's go!
Yeah. This thing works pretty good. I mean, having that first shot, you know, really makes a big difference, it seems like. But it's also freezing these guys pretty good, so. I'm not sure if this one will be good or not, but.
Tricky bastard locked the door. Maybe you can hack the security system or something. I saw power spikes as those locks slammed home. I bet they're from the generators powering the locks. Could you short them out somehow?
I might be able to if I had some wire. The decorations, maybe.
That was my third favorite generator! Decorations as destruction. Clever. I like it.
Why would you put the power to your door
So many consider Kairos a curse.
on the
but not
outside of your
I.
door?
Back on Hieronymus, my weak birth daddy gave me every trait desired, but that wasn't enough. I wanted the world. Total obedience, endless love. Only the Timekeeper could gift me what I deserve.
Alright, how do I get up there? Yeah, the other thing too is that I gotta, I've chosen to be a truck driver, at least for now. So I've gotta stay healthy to do that. I got my med card for another 2 years on that. Or my CDL card, but still just like, you never know. And like, that's a pain to go get. It's like, it's not, the place that we do it, they do a good job, so you're in and out of there pretty quick. But some of these, if I had to go every 3 months, like I think if you have certain issues, then you have to go every 3 months basically. Okay, how do I get in there? Can I jump in through here? I mean, like, hello game, like, can you help me out here a little bit? Like, how is it up there? There we go, maybe. I can't, like, get in there. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, can you give me something to grapple to or something? I mean, I don't know. There's nothing to grapple to over here. Is that how I'm supposed to get out, not in? I don't know. I mean, I can grapple up to there, right? But then what? I can't, like, go down and around. Can I, like, I can, like, cruise over to here? But I can't go in because this is glass or whatever. Can I, like, can I blow up the glass? Let's go to the map and see. Okay, it's saying I gotta go down and around there. Somehow. Jeez. And like this cold, I don't get it. It's not even a cold, I just have a sore throat and I sneeze every once in a while, but it just won't, like, go away. Like, what is the deal with this? Okay, I can go up there, I guess. Alright. Here I are. Then, work's all out of whack because of Christmas. Gotta work Saturday this week. It's not fun. I'm all full. Alright. Am I supposed to get there from here? Oh, I gotta go over. Started following this lady who's like, she says she's with a narcissistic dude, and like she's like trying to leave him, and like he's all about himself or whatever. I don't know like what to take on this, but it's like they.
And I will not allow you to deprive me of my gift. Daddy says I'm allowed to kill you, and Daddy's rule is law.
hard disagree.
That did it! Locking mechanisms are shorted out. If you hack the power conduit again, you should get in.
This better work.
So I don't know, like she like posts these videos. Like I started following leftists. This is how I got here. It's like I pretty much like aligned with the right. I mean, conservative, whatever. So I was like giving advice to somebody I know who's on the left, and I was like, you should really consider, because we just end up in these like tunnel vision tubes, you know, with our algorithms feed us the same information over and over again or whatever. So I was like telling her, I'm like, you should really follow more right creators too.
Fine! You've opened the path to my lair, big whoop. You know what you don't have? A family. And don't give me that found family I left my friends BS. You're light years away from the people who love you, if they even exist. So please come in. I hear it's a lot less lonely in the afterlife.
So anyways, so I basically started following leftist creators and to see like what the deal was. Like they make no sense. So lots of times I'm like, are you even like, it's not even English or you know, it's like you're just making crap up. I don't know. I assume this is what is that? I don't know what that was. I sent a present somehow. So but anyways, so I think that's how I ended up here. And I can't tell, like, if you look in the backgrounds of this chick's video, like, there's, like, it looks like a totally normal house,
Are
right?
those Merc Day presents?
They're mine! All presents belong to me! I thought you said these gifts were blasphemy. Shut up, shut up, shut up! My presents! Mine! All mine!
So so I'm following this chick, and she's like, you know, she just makes cleaning videos and talks about how she's gonna leave her husband or boyfriend or whatever he is. She needs to get a certain amount of money to do that, so she's basically like begging to get that money because she's a stay-at-home mom. But I'm looking around, and she's talking about like how he he made some mistakes that I would grant her, but I don't think that it makes him a narcissist of the mistakes that he's made. So, you know, she posts whatever, but I'm just like, there's like the kids look healthy, like the house looks healthy. There's like, you know, everybody's clothed, everybody looks fed, it looks like it's a stable place. You know, she even made this video at one point where she's like, let's go see if this old crappy car that I got will start. And she goes out, and like, I shit you not, it's the same exact freaking vehicle that we drive. Like, you know, and I'm like, it's like basically the same year, same model. I'm like, geez. But, you know, she makes the video like it's not going to start. And then she cranks it up, and it starts right up. Like, no issues. You know, and I'm like, yeah, it is old, but you don't work. You know what I mean? Like, he is providing for the whole household. You have 3 kids, and you don't work. So I'm like, yeah, you're probably going to have an older car. That's what we do. You know, but like the thing is that we have 3 older cars, and we only need 2. So when, not if, but when one of them breaks, we just get in the other one, and we'll figure out the broken one later. So then the other one's just sitting right there. You just grab the keys, drive the other one, insured, registered, everything, right? It's like, and mostly the other one just sits there. We take it camping, and then it just sits there. It's the extra vehicle for if or when the other 2 break down, right? So yeah, I drive old vehicles, but they're paid for. There's no car payments, so it's trying to save money, trying to save for retirement, all this stuff that you have to do, you know. But it's like we don't ever get his side of the story on this stuff, and like, yeah, he's made mistakes that he shouldn't have made, you know. But I'm just like, does that mean he's a like, I just don't know how to take it, you know. Realistically, I'm like looking at this, like, you know, and even like I'm like, now she's probably fighting with him or whatever, but you know, because the last video she posted, she's like, I didn't think I would be alone doing the Santa thing, you know. And that's what she was doing on the video. And then I'm looking at the video and I'm like, no, those presents are wrapped. Like, so do people not do that? I don't know.
Conveyor belts offline. No more gifts for you, Minister Screw. Blah, I hate holiday lighting.
You're spreading cheer! That's the exact opposite of what I want!
Lighting grid accessed. Happy Mercenary Day! Now, let me serenade you with the sweet sounds of my favorite holiday. Joy to the world, the lighting changed, and clap trap is your fave. You'll love it when I sing. It is your favorite thing. Claptrap will never die. Oh, I will never die. In Borderlands 17, I'll still be here.
Borderlands 17, huh? Alright.
Artificial life, total official death.
I'll probably still be playing it. Anyways, though, it's like, I don't know, the other creators that I've followed, they're just like straight up, like, you know, like, I want to say black pilled, you know what that means, but it's like they're black pilled on the opposite side, you know. A black pill would be leading with the truth, in my opinion, but they're just, you know, they're beyond the point of like humanity. Like, they're basically just, you know, nihilistic. But these guys, they're nihilistic, but it's not true. Like, it's like they're, you know, what they're saying is just false. And it's like, sometimes it's like edited together by CNN, you know, like you watch that like J6 video and it's like straight up, you know, the supposed incitement of the riot or whatever, that they said, you know, Trump said things. It was totally edited, you know, or at least that's the story we're getting now, is that they edited that thing and he's suing him for it or whatever, allegedly, because that's not what he said. You listen to the original speech and he doesn't say that. He says, let's go cheer on those congressmen or whatever. He said, let's go down there and cheer on those congressmen. That's what the original speech says. And this happens all the time. But what they do is they take that and they're like, then they take another speech where he says, and we will fight, fight, fight. And then they edit it together to where it says, let's go down there and fight, 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 right? Like, this is the problem of short form content, you know, and I've been saying this since George Floyd. Like, because if you watch that, they burned the country down for this dude. And if you go back and watch the full, unedited, what's it called? Unedited police cam video. What do you call those? Body cam videos. If you watch the full unedited body cam video of that dude's arrest, it tells a completely different story. You know, like, I'm not saying that they did everything right that day either, or condoning anybody's actions. but realistically, George Floyd, they had him detained multiple times, and he kept like squirming out. Like they had him in a car, and he somehow got out of it. And then he's like, you watch the video, and he's like squiggling away from him. They're trying to put him in the car. He like gets out the other side of the car. So like he goes through the back seat out the other side somehow. Like I don't know why these doors aren't locked. These police cruisers, like I don't know how he's getting out of them, but basically at that point he was in traffic. And so it's like, you know, I don't know. Obviously, once you put handcuffs on somebody, they're in you're responsible for them, right? And so you can't be letting them run out into traffic because they're too high to figure out what the crap is going on. I mean, as far as I could tell, that's what happened. You know, and it's like, but everybody sees the 20-second video, and they're like, that's not that. You know, it tells a completely different story. It tells a lie. And then they have the headline, which is also a lie. And everybody believes it, you know? And it's so interesting. Because if you look at actual statistics of how these things go down, you know, the story isn't true. So how do you get these people on the... Anyways, so I started following these people on the left, and that's what they do. They'll take the 20-second clip, and they'll run with it. You know what I mean? And so it's like, that's not good. So it's not the way to do it. It's bad for humanity. It's bad for our society. And it's just uninformed, and, you know, you're being lied to. So... it's like, anyways, don't accept the lie. You know, you gotta research and find out what is actually true. Especially the more and more we get into AI and this sort of stuff, it's just gonna get harder and harder to know what is true and what isn't true. What people actually said or thought and what they didn't. You know, and I don't know, hopefully we just reject this internet culture, kind of go back to our roots a little bit here, because this isn't good, you know. And I think about this stuff all the time too, because I'm like, I have so much content on the internet, like of my voice saying all sorts of things. Some of them are jokes, you know. I joke around a lot about stuff that could be completely taken out of context. Right, and this happens to people all the time, or their stuff is taken out of context, but it has serious effects when you're swaying elections with it. You know, if that's what really happened, if they took his speech and edited it to make him say that, how many people were swayed saying, "Oh, well, Trump, you know, caused J6." Like, how many people were swayed to vote a different way because they edited that?
I did some research, Rush. Your friends back on Proteo think you're dead. And they all had ugly babies. Father dead, mother missing for years. You have no one. Please kill this guy.
Gladly.
You know what I mean? It's like it's not an informed decision. An uninformed decision, you're brainwashed, and you know, you're making the decision that they want you to make, not the decision that is good for you, right? I mean, you know, I don't know. Trump obviously has a lot of issues too, like, but it's like there is a lot of issues that we're facing. And, you know, I don't want things to be like this anymore. Like, I don't think anybody does. I want things to go back to the way that they were in a lot of respects. Like, everybody's broke all the time. It's like, I don't know. You know, your money doesn't go as far because they, you know, printed a bunch of money and it caused inflation and they shut the economy down and all this stuff. It's like, you know, all these businesses are gone. They're never coming back. It's like, housing's too expensive. There's homeless people everywhere. Like, what are we doing? We need to get back to a country of abundance and back to America first, right? Like, that's what we need to do. Destroy a Tennessee sink. I don't know. I might have to come back to this later. Finish this mission later on, because I got stuff I gotta do still. And this is taking a long time to get over there, whatever I have to do. Anyways, so it's like, you know, these people are just, you know, and they have their own stories that, you know, sent them this way. Like, you know, the one leftist creator I watched, she just straight up like says that, you know, men are scum or whatever. It's like this whole feminist thing. That
But that doesn't mean I have to. If you can hear this, nobody loves you.
anyways, it's like, how big is this area? I must be getting close. I don't know. I guess it might go more over here and down or something. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go take a break and maybe I'll come back and get on later. Anyways, you know, we just need to use common sense, start thinking, so forth. But thanks for watching.